Right, welcome back to a battle report. This is going to be the first ever one on Warmaster's Chosen's channel. Today we are going to be playing 2,000 points of Contact Lost. And as you can see, we are on a beautifully terrain placed table. You try putting that into words 60 times, it's a bit difficult. Either way, we're on a mining facility, and the whole narrative behind this story is literally to show that there is something under this planet that Abaddon wants, and he has sent his greatest champions to go and claim. However, something is sneaky, and something is hidden in the shadows of this mining world. Let's go and take a look at the armies. So this is the Black Legion army that is going to be taking on something very sneaky and very insidious. And we'll find out what we're playing in a second. So, leading the army, we have got our Warlord, which is a Terminator Lord in, it's a Chaos Lord in Terminator armor. He's got a Power Fist and Combi Bolter, who's also going to have the relic Angel's Bane from the Black Legion book from the Vigilus Ablaze. His second in command is going to be a Master of Possessions. Pretty stock, bolt pistol, full stave. Normal routine. For troops, we have a Chaos Space Marine squad. 2 plasma guns, and champion has a power axe and plasma pistol, and the Icon of Vengeance. Got another troop choice of Chaos Space Marines with Sergeant with power fist and plasma pistol, 2 plasma guns, and an Icon of Vengeance. And then we've got a 5-man Berserker style unit of chainsword and bolt pistol Chaos Space Marines with champion with chain axe and plasma pistol. For elites, we have got a Terminator squad, or a Genestealer squad if we're going to keep it fluffy, as we have been. They've got chain fists and combi bolters only, so that heavy flamer in the back there is actually a combi bolter. It's just the way it is. And then in heavy support, we have got a unit of Havocs. If it wants to focus, there we go. They have got chain guns, and the aspiring champion is just basic loadout of bolt pistol and chainsword. And then to round out this battalion, I have got a Chaos Rhino with combi bolters, and that is it. Moving on to the second detachment, I've also got a Spearhead detachment, which is led by a Chaos Sorcerer Lord with jump pack. He's got a Force Sword and a bolt pistol. We've got 1 unit of Obliterators, 2 in each unit, as you can see. We've got a Venom Crawler. We've got a Mauler Fiend with Lasher Tendrils. And then we've also got another Venom Crawler. They're pretty all stock. There's no upgrades on them at all. Right, let's go and take a look at the enemy. Right, so here we have the enemy force. It's a force of Genestealer, or should I say sneaky people, that we're going to be playing against. And my opponent today is going to be Matthew, and he's going to tell us what he's got in his list. So starting off with what's in front of us, I guess, the Patriarch?
So, first of all, we have a Patriarch who is from the Twisted Helix cult. He has got the Elixir of the Prime Specimen relic, as well as the Warlord trait Biomorph Adaption. And his psychic powers are Mind Control and Mental Onslaught.
Okay.
Then I have a Magus, who is from the cult of the Four-Armed Emperor. He has a Familiar, which has been upgraded to the Crouchling Relic, and because of the Brood Coven, he has a Warlord trait as well, which is Inscrutable Planning, so I get an additional D3 command points.
Okay.
And over on this side, I have a Jackal Alphas, just stock, just to fill out some points.
So this is the Sniper Bike Woman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Runs around marking characters and shooting heads.
Okay, sounds good to me.
So behind them, we have the troops for this battalion. I have 2 20-man units of Neophyte Hybrids, and the Painted Squad has got 2 grenade launchers as well.
Okay.
And behind them, we have a 10-man unit of Brood Brother Infantry, and they also have 2 grenade launchers.
A lot of bang.
Yes.
Cool.
For the elites in this detachment, I have got a Clamavus, a Nexus, and a Kellamorph.
They sound very fancy.
And on to the second battalion detachment.
So just to say that, what's this unit here? Is that just a repeat?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Alright, we'll shuffle over.
So, my second battalion detachment is led by a Acolyte Icon Ward, who has the Field Commander's Warlord trait of the Augur of the Insurgent from Vigilus Defiant.
Okay.
So this entire thing is a Deliverance Brood Surge. And that contains 3 Acolyte squads, a 20-man with 4 rock saws, a 15-man with all got heavy hand flamers, and a 11-man squad with 2 rock cutters. And
I'm sorry, I'm looking at the mortars.
I forgot to bring my mortars today, but I have a unit of 3 mortars at the back. They will die quickly. So, back here at the HQs, I have an Abominant, and I have a Primus. And the Primus has also got a Warlord trait. Because of the Brood Coven, he has Alien Majesty, so his auras are 3 inches larger.
Okay.
For the elites in this detachment, I have 2 units of Aberrants with 4 power picks and 1 improvised heavy weapon.
Nice.
The fast attack, I have a unit of 4 Atalan Jackals. They all have shotguns and demolition charges.
Say that again.
They have shotguns and demolition charges.
Okay.
All of them.
Okay.
And then I have 2 individual Cult Sentinels with las cannons.
Uh-huh.
And then the other heavy support unit I have is the Cult Lehman Russ with a Lehman Russ battle cannon and 3 heavy bolters.
It does look really cool.
Thank you.
Okay, right. So we're going to go and do the roll-off to see who goes first and who sets up first. Actually, do you want to do that now? Do you want to grab me a dice and we'll do a roll-off now on camera? Thank you very much.
1.
1. It's a sign to be, I think. And
6.
that is a 6. Yeah. I need you dice. These dice don't look too good on camera. Oh well. Okay, well, we're going to go and set up the armies and we will show you once we're set up. Okay, so this is how we've all set up. So over here I've got my Chaos Space Marine squad, followed up by more Chaos Space Marine squads over here. Going to try and stop him, because you have a lot of deep striking, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of my own.
But yeah. Yeah, not fun. So I've tried to push back as many of the Marines as possible to stop him coming back 9 inches behind me. Over here, leading the charge, is the Master of Possessions with his Demon Engine pets. We've got Rexy and the 2 spiders. Still waiting for people to actually name the Mauler Fiend, but at the moment he's going to claim as Rexy. We have a Rhino with the Chaos Space Marine squad that's combat orientated with the Mark of Khorne and the Icon of Wrath. And then over here, we have the Sneakers.
Yeah, so I've got Lehman Russ and a 20-man squad on this flank. Got the mortars up on the high ground, with the Nexus hiding behind the silo in the middle.
Being extra sneaky.
Got a Sentinel right at the front there to start taking las shots at the big things. Got a big 20-man blob in the centre to go just push up and try and deny his deep strikers. Got the 10-man unit of Brood Brothers on this side, backed up by the Jackal Alphas and 4 Atalan Jackals and the other Sentinel.
Right, now you're probably thinking, where the heck is the rest of his force? Well, yeah, that there, and that is yet to come on. These are potentially blips, right?
They are blips, but I have a stratagem that will put them back into reserves.
I hate you. And then for me, on the other side there, you've got my Chaos Lord with Chaos Lord in Terminator armour. You've got the Sorcerer with Jump Pack, 2 Obliterators, and a unit of Terminators ready to come down and basically snip the nuts off the Genestealer cult. There's a particular Patriarch that needs to be squashed, and Abaddon's favoured sons, his brothers, will come down and decimate the Sneaker Horde. Let's see how this goes. Right, so do you want to see who... Because currently I've got first turn.
Well, we roll off. You have +1.
I have more than +1. I've got to be a 4. With a 1.
But can you steal the initiative?
That was your job. Fine, I will try and steal it.
He
and
does.
I do You can't really see it, but it is a 6. I will get some different dice for the next battle report. Right, so Chaos turn 1. We'll come back right after the movement phase. Okay, so this is the end of the shooting phase turn 1 for the Chaos Space Marines. Not much really happened. There was some sneakiness. Dirty, sneaky Genestealer cult. But what happened was the Venom Crawlers each took out a couple of wounds on each of the Sentinels. The Sentinel over there you can see on the screen is down to, 3 wounds? Half wounds? And the other one is down to 2. The rest of the army is out of range basically. But the Havocs down here did take some good shots over there at the cultists over there. Well, I'm going to call them cultists because that's what they are. The neophytes took them down to that many, and then was going to do the endless cacophony, except from I then got trap card activated, and
I had a plan generations in the making.
he apparently saw this coming, and told me, you cannot do that, and rolled a 6 and didn't refund me.
Nope.
I had a receipt.
Okay. It's out of date.
This makes me sad. Okay, so we're going to go to the combat phase. So the only thing that I want to see to get into combat is the Mauler Fiend. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll that on camera. We've pre-measured it. It is 11 inches. He's going to re-measure.
Yes.
11 inches. Right, here we go. 11 inches. Let's do this. For the Dark Gods.
There's an 8. I'll get to Overwatch.
Well, Khorne is with us, just not in the correct way. Let's see the Overwatch then. Let's get that on camera.
Okay, so there are 8 guys left in the squad after the shooting phase, and 2 of them are grenade launchers. So they're going to fire frag grenades, 2 shots, and then the auto guns are rapid firing. So that is 12 shots. Plus the grenades, equal 6s. That's 4 hits. And toughness,
7.
wounding on 6s. 1 wound.
There's 1 wound. I'm going to nick a die. So, any AP?
Las guns.
Yeah. It's still going to wound him. 3 up save. Okay, maybe not. Okay, so let's go to Genestealers, or Genestealer Cult, turn 1. I did successfully get my objective, which was the warp is your ally. So let's see what the Genestealers can do, and what's their objective for the turn.
Blood and guts.
So, remind me of what Blood and Guts does again?
Kill something in the assault phase. In the fight phase.
Bring it! Okay, we'll come back to you after movement phase turn 1.
So, these neophytes moved forwards to grab the objective. The sentinels stood still to start taking pot shots at the demon engines. The Limnaros moved backwards a bit just to cover my backfield from his deep strikers. Mortar teams and the Clamavus stayed still. The Atalan Jackals sped forwards to start throwing demo charges at the Venom Crawler around the corner.
Yeah.
The Jackal Alphas and the Sentinel stood still, so they don't suffer penalties to shoot. And the Brood Brother squad has moved backwards as well to try and get towards the objective over here, and to also try and cover a bit more of my backfield to stop his deep strikers.
It's become a game of stop all the deep strikers, really, hasn't it?
Yeah, but I've got more than you.
Alright, show off. But, mine does more. No? Okay. Right, we'll come back at the end of turn 1 shooting for Genestealer Cult. I have a suspicious feeling my Havocs are about to disappear in a puff of smoke. All is dust. Now.
Okay, so the Limnaros managed to fire at the chain cannons and killed off 3 of them, so that's not too bad.
So we've got to do a morale test for them, don't we?
Yep.
Right, let's do the morale test now then. It's only 1d6. What am I doing? Okay, so their leadership 7 because the sergeant's dead. Their Black Legion automatically gives them +1 leadership. So leadership 8. Means
I count 3, so that's 8. That's fine.
Needed a 6. Okay, what else did you do then?
Mortars, the acolytes, the neophytes, sorry, and the brood brothers all fired at various targets. Didn't really do anything. Caused a wound on the Mauler Fiend.
So the Mauler Fiend's down to 11.
The Atalan Jackals, I used extra explosives to fire 2 demo charges at the Venom Crawler, and did 4 wounds to it.
Yeah.
The Las Cannon fired off at the Venom Crawler as well, didn't do anything to it. And the Jackal Alphas tried to take a shot at the close combat Chaos Marine squad, but managed to miss.
And just make the Sergeant angry. He's a very angry boy. Okay, so that's going to be the total turn for Genestealers, turn 1. You said you're not doing combat at all this turn, so it's going to go into turn 2 Chaos. Let's see what cards we draw in a
I'm
second.
going to discard Blood and Guts.
Turn 2 for Black Legion. So objectives that we have got held is we've got 1 down here, thanks to a troop choice here, and we've got 1 over here as well. Does the Mauler Fiend contain that one though?
No.
Even if he jumps?
Mauler Fiends can't jump.
Damn it. Okay, so just 2, so I get 1 normally, do I? Or is it just 2?
1 per objective.
1 per objective, okay, let's see what we get then. So we've got Advance. So score 1 victory point if no unit from my army is within my deployment zone at the end of my turn. I could do that. And the second card, secure objective 5. Where's objective 5? Ah, that's handy. So we'll just go straight for the centre area. Cool, right. We'll come back at the end of turn 1 movement. So this is the end of movement turn 2, and what happened was we advanced 11 inches here with the Chaos Space Marine squad, trying to get this unit out of the way. They rolled a 6 for their advance, still wasn't enough. I need to get these 2 at least another 2 inches forward to get them out of the deployment zone. Sorcerer has jumped out of the teleportation array and has landed on the staircase because I'm planning to warp time that unit to get them out of the way. The Havocs have moved up and chilling behind some grates, and in there as well is the Master of Possessions, ready to give out some cursed earth. You feeling all right?
Come on.
Over here, we've got the Khorne Chaos Space Marines. They're conga lining up past the oil rig, backing up the Venom Crawler, who is looking at a very juicy target, I must admit. They're not many points, are they?
Not really.
So I'm not making back 130 points here, am I? No, I didn't think so. Okay. Rhino came out the deployment zone, staying within 3 inches of the objective. So at least next turn I can still get that objective. Rex has moved up, so he's within 6 inches of that Sentinel. He's planning to get a new Chew toy. And that is it. I've kept the Obliterators and the Terminators in, and the Chaos Lord in reserve for the inevitable onslaught of Genestealer Cult, which is now about to come through my back line.
Thank you for your opening your deployment zone.
Yeah, it was like tactical advice from up high was actually like intercepted by the Genestealer Cult.
Of course.
Move forward, you're a fool. Anyway, so we're going to do the psychic phase now. So what we're going to do is we are going to do Sorcerer is going to do warp time here on this Chaos Space Marine squad. We've got found some dice, so hopefully you'll be able to see these ones a bit better. So I am needing warp time. Where's warp time? Warp time is blah 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 a 6. Well, that's a 6, and that'd be a 3. So that goes off with a 9. So they immediately get to move in a second. I'm just going to do the other. Actually, yeah, do you mind just moving them up 6 inches, please? Good chap. Because the beauty of this is they've all got assault weapons. So providing as long as I stay in coherency, I'll be able to open fire on the cultists up in the corner up there. And probably get devastated by a bunch of battle cannon rounds as well. So, next bit of shenanigans is we are going to go with prescience as well on the same unit. And prescience is a warp charge of 7. So let's give them a +1 to hit. That goes off with a 9. So they are also prescienced. The Master of Possessions is going to try and cast Cursed Earth, which is a 7.
Cocked.
But that's so legit, a 7. No? Okay. It was not to be. It's a 5. I'm not going to re-roll that. And then what he's going to try and do is do a bit of smite. And gets it off with a 5. And I think the closest unit is probably going to be the Jackals, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep, Jackals. So they take
D3.
D3. They take 2. Have they got... How many wounds have they got?
2. They're bikes.
Heresy. So why has one still got a wound? They did 2 wounds. Okay, right, so we're going to go into Chaos turn 2 shooting, and we'll see how much dies in the shooting phase. So, end of combat phase, turn 2. The will of the Dark Gods was with me. The Venom Crawler and the, just normal Chaos Space Marine squad, Mark Corned, obviously, made short work of the bikes. In fact, so short work that the Venom Crawler managed to get 3 hits, wounded 3 times, and killed 3 bikes. It was like a claw for each bike. It was brilliant. Anyway, so he's consolidated 3 inches forward towards the closest unit, which is over here. And the Chaos Space Marines have also moved up 6 because they all... What do? They consolidate. They pile in 3.
Piled in and then consolidated.
Yeah. So they're coming over here to try and take out that damn Sentinel. But yes, so we're now going to go on to reserves and turn 2 movement phase for the Genestealer cult. Now, did I score anything? I scored... Did not score objective 5 because no one's on that. And then advance, score 1 victory point if no unit from my army is within my deployment zone at the end of my turn. Well, nothing's in my deployment zone. So, yeah, I get that point, I guess. So, 1 victory point here. So, start and end, because it's all going to be in 1. So, you've got Blood and Guts, secure objective 4 and defend objective 4.
Which my neophyte squad over here is sitting on quite comfortably.
So you'll get the secure at the end of your turn, and then hopefully I need to kick you off it to stop the defend option of that.
Hopefully not.
I hope so. So, yeah, this happened. So do you want to explain what's just happened?
So, Genestealer cults arrived. My neophytes and my brood brothers are merely a distraction, allowing the rest of my army to arrive. So over here I've got both of my units of aberrants with power picks and heavy improvised weapons, an abominant, and the magus as well, who's decided to turn up so I can actually use the psychic phase. I also have about 40 something acolytes turn up.
This.
Oh, and the patriarch. And the Calamorph.
This is not okay. This is how the 13 Black Crusades didn't succeed.
Yeah.
No, where's Adam? He's about to chase me. But this is obnoxious. So this unit here is just pure hand flamers.
Yes.
This is
15 hand flamers that arrived within up to 3 inches away from a unit, so they can get nice and close to barbecue those Marines. And then the other unit of 20 acolytes turned up, and then I used the stratagem that allows them to move, and that got them 5 inches closer, which is nice. Sitting in there as well is also the Icon Ward, who allows them to reroll their charge, as well as the Clamavus, which gives them +1 to their charge, and they are Cult of the Four-Armed Emperor, which also gives them another +1 to charge. So I'm looking at a 4-inch charge
He's going to fail it.
with +2.
He needs to fail it.
The Patriarch's also in there, so hopefully he can back up the Acolytes.
Yeah.
The Kellamorph has turned up and is drawing line of sight with his 3 pistols on the back of the Sorcerer's head.
Yeah, mistakes were made. He came down and was like, warp time! And then, cowboy time.
I knew. And then I have a small unit of 11 Acolytes coming over here to deal with this mess.
He says mess. I call it glorious death.
Well, I did paint
carnage.
it for you.
But actually, yeah, those models over there you did paint, yeah. I'll give you that. So we're going to go on to Psychic Phase. I'm going to get that on camera just straight away. So, do you know what you're going to start off with? And in fact, have you made sure that all your Psychics are 12 inches away from my Master of Possession?
Yes.
Because you will perils on any double.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So
the Patriarch is going to try and put Mass Hypnosis onto this unit of Chaos Marines.
And what does that do?
That stops them firing Overwatch. They fight last in the fight phase, and they have -1 to their to hit rolls. Needs a 7. That's a 7.
How do I stop it?
Deny the Witch.
Is it on a single dice roll, 6?
No, 2d6.
Oh, thank goodness
You
for that.
have to beat my roll.
So you got a 7.
Yes.
Okay,
In 8 or higher.
that's right. Khorne wants this to work. Khorne wants magic to be dispelled. What?
Roll the dice.
Okay. And Khorne stops it with a double 6.
Yep.
So that was my sorcerer using his 1 dispel attempt.
The Magus
Yep.
is going to use Mind Control on that Marine.
Is it the same spell?
No. So this is cast on a 7 as well.
Is this to take control of him?
Yes. So it is cast on an 8.
On an 8?
Yes. You can try and deny with your Master of Possession.
I'm going to. Right. Khorne hates magic. Khorne hates magic. Double 6 again.
Just as planned.
6, 7. I am going to. Do I want?
Sorry, that is on a 9. Because he has +1 from the crouch.
Because he's got mini me holding his hand.
Yes.
He gets +1.
Yes.
So it's a 9.
It's a relic.
Damn it. Go on in. I'm not going to command point that.
Okay.
So I need a 4.
So I'm going to use his plasma gun. I'm going to overcharge it, and I'm going to fire it into the backside of your Mortal Fiend.
That does not seem okay.
So 2 shots. Both hit. Strength 8, toughness.
Toughness 7.
So wounding on 3s. 1 wound. 5 been
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, Rexy. Do something in your life for once.
He saves it.
He's a proud boy. He can't do combat, but he will survive.
And that is my psychic phase.
That's your psychic phase? Okay. So, we will come back at the end of turn 1 shooting phase. Okay, so we're back after the shooting phase, turn 2 for Genestealer Cult, and my god was it evil.
My army turned up.
Yeah, apparently I was only fighting half an army. If that, yeah. So, this Chaos Space Marine squad has been reduced just to Sarge and the Icon Bearer. They're not going to hold, because I'm guaranteed to lose one. Sort of, I think. This squad here took no casualties there, but Rexy, as usual, had his legs blown off. We're going to have to find some warped duct tape, just to wrap him in it. Maybe my Iron Warrior brethren can help me out on that one. Sorry?
Called a warp smith.
Yeah. Well, sadly, he's over there painting. Over here, we've got the Khorne-style Chaos Space Marines. They lost one of their number. I had to use the CP to save one other, because I need to have at least 4 in that unit to make them combat effective. And that's actually about it shooting-wise. Oh, and the Sorcerer Lord got absolutely high-nooned by the cowboy Genestealer.
It's high noon.
and actually just destroyed me off the face of the earth. So we're now going to go into combats, and I just want to see these. I'm going to get the dice rolls for the charges on camera. So once you're finished throwing dice on the floor and claiming their sixes. So what's the first unit that's going to charge?
The Acolytes are going to charge into these Chaos Marines.
Okay, let's go for it then.
So that is a 7.
That looks like a 1 to me. You take away the lowest. You take away the highest number.
So that is a 7 plus 2, so that's 9 inches they can move. Because they are Cult of the Formed Emperor, and there is a Clamp of us over there.
That's absolutely fine. So they've definitely made it in, but I will do my Overwatch in a minute.
Yep.
The other charges?
The Aberrants are also going to try and charge them.
Okay. Now that is a much longer long bomb charge.
It is 9 inches,
Okay.
which is effectively 8 inches because they are Cult of the Formed Emperor.
Of course.
So that is a 6. I will spend my last CP to re-roll that one. Of course, it's a 1.
Oh, there is a
Do
dark
I
god.
recover this command point? No. So I'm out of command points now. The Abominant is going to try and charge into there as well. He also fails. And that is...
You don't want to charge me
Kind
with your
of.
sniper bike?
No.
What about the guys in the back there?
No.
No?
No.
Can't persuade you?
No. Do your Overwatch.
Okay. So I'll do my Overwatch off camera and we'll come back with the start of the combat. Okay, so that was a pretty brutal and misleading combat phase of, I thought, yeah, don't worry, it'll be fine. They won't kill me. Yeah, just remove your troop choices from this section of the board, please.
Yeah.
So as you can see, they came in, they piled into the Havocs as well to stop them from shooting. Little did he know that there would be a way for me to shoot with them anyway. And then the Patriarch moved towards the 2 Marines that were on their own. They had to pass a morale test. Only had to roll a 1 or a 2 and it would have been fine. Rolled a 6, so I guess he is pretty imposing. Made them flee. They'll forever never be part of the Black Legion. So that was the end of the combat phase. So I've lost 2 troop choices. I am now going into turn 3, not looking too confident. I've got very little on the board. Not much else coming on the board either. So, we shall see. Turn 3. So which ones did you secure? So you got Blood and Guts.
I scored Blood and Guts for removing a unit in the assault phase.
Yeah.
And I secured Objective 4. And I'm currently defending Objective 4 as well. So as long as I can hold that at the end of Luke's turn, I'll have another point.
Right. So, let's see what the Black Legion can do. Okay, so end of combat turn 3. We have successfully swatted the beautiful, not so beautiful, Sentinel out of the way. And we've now got within 3 inches of this objective to take out the cultist there. On the other side, successfully took out the Jackal, and that's about it. She got absolutely rinsed by the Claw. So she's now removed, and what we've got here is just a mob squad trying to take down a spider. And I too am trying to take out a Sentinel with 1 wound. Oh yeah, and the Sentinel booted a Chaos Space Marine over these containers into the oil rig, killing one in a spectacular fashion. So we can now move on to turn 3 for Genestealer Cobb, but have I scored anything? The Long War, I have taken an objective away from you, which is objective 4. But we'll check that. You're looking a bit ipgy. And then I did score objective 5 because the Master of Possession is now up there at position 5. So we're definitely going to get secure objective 5. And we did get the Long War card as well. So we're going to now move on to turn 3, Genestealer. Colt, what cards are you... Oh no, you don't hold anything.
Oh, you do?
Can you not... I thought you said you can hold anything. Loses all ability to hold objectives.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh no, because you're not within range of it.
Cool.
You have to be within 3.
So you get 1.
2.
2, yeah, I tell a lie.
Defend objective 2.
Yeah.
Secure objective 6.
Okay. So we'll come back to you in 2 minutes. Okay, so end of movement phase for the Genestealer cult, and as we kill off one of these swarms of units, another one takes its place. An endless swarm of evil creatures just lurking around, ready to smash stuff. Actually, I'm not looking forward to getting those aberrants into my venom crawler that's behind that little thing. It's on 9 wounds, and I reckon you will smash my face. Popped a card, a stratagem to allow that Lehman Russ to act like normal, and it's going to be quite painful. Anything else you'd like to do?
Psychic phase.
Psychic phase? Well, let's do psychic phase on the camera then.
So, Magus is going to do mind control on your the venom crawler.
Have you measured to see if you're within 12?
Yes.
Okay.
That's cocked. So that is a 6, because he has the crouchling that goes up to a 7. So that is cast.
And what's his other power?
He can only cast once per turn,
Oh, can he?
but I have the
You do have the Patriarch, which
yes,
also
you have
has...
Massive Gnosis to stop you from overwatching, and Mental Onslaught, which just deletes things. Single units, single models.
Okay. And that Venom Crawler is going to have the ability now to have its weapon shot at someone else.
Yes,
All of its weapons.
all of its weapons.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so 2d3 shots. It is going to shoot at your Terminators.
Okay.
Actually, no, it will shoot at your Obliterators.
Okay.
6 shots.
Four hits.
I'm not close enough to your Chaos Lord to reroll. 4 wounds.
It's -2, so it's going to be a 4-up save.
Yep.
That is going to be 1 not going through.
2 damage.
2 damage, so it puts 1 down to 2 wounds. I'll mark that in a second.
Then the Patriarch is going to cast
Which unit was it, sorry?
the front one. He's going to cast Mass Hypnosis.
Mass Hypnosis.
Mass Hypnosis. And he's going to cast that onto your Terminators.
Okay.
That's cast on a 7.
I am going to try and deny that. Yeah, it wasn't a double, sadly. However, I do stop it with an 11.
Do we burn the Crouchling? No, not worth it. Okay, so phase done.
Okay, right, we'll come back at the end of the shooting phase. So, Genestealer Cult, turn 3.
Yep.
Shooting phase, little uneventful. The Lehman Russ took a wound off the Venom Crawlers, and 1 Obliterator has gone down to 1 wound. A lot of breaking off, so not most of his range stuff backed off, so it couldn't really shoot. Psychic phase as well was a bit naff as well, wasn't it? But it happens. Rhino's down to 4 wounds over here, got pistoled, but was not wrecked. The most important thing, it was not wrecked. And now we're going to move on to charges. So, charges, sir, where would you like to start off?
The Acolytes at the back are going to try and charge your Obliterators.
Which one?
The unwounded unit.
The unwounded unit. Okay, let's see if they get in.
That is a 7. And he is 8 inches? No, he's just more than 8, so he fails.
Yep, but still fire Overwatch at
I
them.
will reroll the 1. They're in.
I'm still going to fire Overwatch at them.
Do I get the point back? Oh no, I've already got back one from this turn, so I'm out.
Thank goodness for that. Right, we'll do the Overwatch for that in a second. What other units are going to be charging?
The Aberrants here
Yep.
are going to charge at your Terminators
Of course, they're going to
and
Overwatch.
the Lord.
And Lord will also Overwatch.
That is an 8. That should be in. To both parties. Yep.
Okay, so we'll do the Overwatch for them in a second. And then
The Aberrants here are going to charge into the Venom Crawler.
to the back Aberrants, yep.
That is a 5. That is just out.
Okay, but the Venom Crawler will provide Overwatch on that.
The Abominant will charge into him.
Okay,
That is a 6. He will make that in.
okay, and he will also get Overwatched as well.
Yep. Then the Patriarch is going to declare a charge on the Terminators
Mm-hmm.
and the Chain Cannon.
Okay, so the Chain Cannon will Overwatch, and we'll come back to you in a second then. Do you want to roll the dice first?
11.
Yeah, he's in. Okay, so we'll come back to you in 2 seconds. Right, go on. So, combat went horribly wrong on both sides, I think.
So the Aberrants over here failed to charge into the Venom Crawler. So the Abominant went in and did nothing except take some wounds. The Aberrants over here charged in, started cleaning up the Terminators, did a couple of wounds to the Lord. The Patriarch then came in and just removed the rest of the Terminators. The Acolytes at the back there came in, did a couple of wounds to the second unit of Obliterators. However, their Rock Cutters failed to hit, so they didn't get to do their decapitation strike. Yeah, so that is that for Genestealer's turn 3 combat.
Okay. Did you score anything?
I'm holding objective 6, so I secure that.
So you're at 3 points.
And I'm now defending objective 2 over there, and I'm defending objective 4 here.
Okay.
So I need to survive on those objectives for the next turn.
Okay, we'll come back to you at the end. We're just going to do a recap of the last few turns here, guys, because we're running out of time due to time constraints. So we'll come back at the end of turn 4 Chaos.